Yeah, I'm reading a book. It's called The Book of Money. Nobody knows who wrote this book, and this book comes out once a year, and it's kind of a black book. It's sent to me by I don't know who. There isn't any information about who the writer is, but it's just a bunch of nuggets, a lot of really important information about little things in life that actually make my life easier. Now, I've been an investor since late 1980s. Real estate was never a passion of mine, right? I became interested in real estate at midnight. I was looking at television and a guy came and his name was Carlton Sheet. Anyways, we bought that whole cassette program. I don't know how much we paid. What he said was really fascinating is how I can buy a home with no money down. And I had no idea that I could buy a home, no money down. It had nothing to do with Carlton Sheet. It had everything to do with me being a veteran. As a veteran, I could have bought a home for $1 down. And that was the key secret of serving the country and being able to buy your home for $1 down. Now the dollar is out of the picture. Soldiers, veterans, retired soldiers, or anybody who served the country can actually buy a home with zero down. Now, you want to sell your home as a seller, you probably are looking at some point to buy another home elsewhere. What has become the number one reason these days where people are selling their home is primarily because it's as good as any time ever in the history. What do I mean by that? For the first time in our history, there are thousands and thousands of people that have stopped paying rent, and because of the pandemic, they're still staying at the house that they were in. You cannot get rid of the renters now. Why? Because they're dealing with hardship. For the same reason that the renters are staying in the house, the home sellers are also running late with their mortgages. All of these things for about 2 years created this sort of a threshold, an environment where nothing was happening. House prices kept going higher. Renters were not paying rent, but nobody was in trouble, right? Renters didn't pay the rent. All of that was affecting the market. Foreclosure rates stayed low. Nobody knew what was going on. I was talking to two of my friends that actually head the foreclosure department of two of the largest banks in the United States. Now, my connection to the mortgage industry, finance industry, and the foreclosure has been developed throughout the years that I've been involved in this particular business. I was having a conversation with one of them, and he looked at me and he goes, "Kev, you would not believe the number of people that turned in their keys for cash last week." This was about 3-4 months ago. And he told me that during a one day time frame, there was approximately 870 people that turned their keys in for cash. Almost 900 people that actually went to the bank, and bank bought them out. On the average, the buy, depending on where the property was located, was anywhere from $4,000 to $8,000. Majority of the people that wanted this cash, of course, they're going to get probably a little bit more money, but some of them were running massively past due and so on and so forth. This is the beginning of the avalanche that has not come forth. There are companies like BlackRock that actually own billions and billions of dollars worth of real estate right now. These households, you probably pass by them and you don't even know. The blinds are closed, the lights are on. Every day the sprinkler waters the lawn, right? But nobody ever gets out of the house. These are probably pre-owned homes. What is going to happen when the moratorium is over? What is going to happen when all of a sudden these books are open and the homes that have not made a single mortgage payment are going to come out, and next thing you know, the foreclosure ratio is going to come out as a reality of what every one of us need to look at. You know how everybody talks about this big bubble? The bubble, the bubble, the bubble. Is this bubble real? Good question. I'm not sure if the bubble is real, but what I can tell you is this. The last thing that goes out is the real estate market. First thing that goes out is going to be the stock market. And we've had a couple of days that we've had some massive shifts of 800 points to 1,000 points. We're not even close to valuation, right? I mean, if you look at the price to earning ratio of some of these companies, it's unheard of. You know, you look at a number that says that the market cap of a company is at a point whereby it's running 260 times its earning. How is that possible? Why would anybody invest in a company? That's a good question. Primarily, you're not investing. They're not buying it. The reason why these prices are so edged is because everybody is trading on the margin. I believe that things are going to change pretty soon. No, I can't tell you at what time. I don't know if it's going to be December 27th, 11:30 in the morning. No, I have no idea. Nobody's going to know that. But what I do know, that there is a crash that's going to come. If you're planning as a seller to sell your home, and the reason why you're selling is because you just want to get your money and run. If that's what you want to do, I recommend you do it. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but I've been around the block in the real estate business for long enough that I know that this is as good as any time, right? Because I can't tell you when the downtime is, I prefer to tell you if we look at the chart of home prices, we are at a peak unlike any other time in history. Don't be too greedy. If you need the money, sell it. If you're retiring because, well, you're at the retirement age, sell it. If you want to buy another home, it wouldn't make any difference for you. Sell it. Like, you want to buy another home and you need to have a down payment. You lived in California and you just made $500,000 and you want to move, let's say, to Las Vegas, Nevada, and buy a home for cash for $500,000. Do it. When is the best time to sell your home? Whenever you freaking feel like it. When is the best time to buy another home? Whenever you freaking feel like it. It's not up to me. It's not up to anybody. The only person that makes those decisions is you. The only thing you can do is to make the best decision for you and your family. Now, one thing I want to tell you, if you're selling your home and you have to do it fast because the waters are muddy, because you've lost your job and you haven't been able to find a job and you're not sure when this moratorium mess is over, if you're going to be ever able to bring a past due mortgage up front, I want you to contact us. Give us your name and phone number. Let us tell you what are the options that you have. We're going to tell you how to negotiate with your mortgage lender if that's what it's going to take. I will negotiate on your behalf. Don't worry. It's not going to cost you anything. I'll do this for free. I'll do it because I love you. I'll do it because after I do this, I want you to give me all the money. No, either way, I'm here to help you get out of a troubled situation that you're in. So let's decide on number one. Is it a good time to sell your home? When is the best time? When you decide it, right? What's the quickest way to sell your home? There's only one quickest way. Forget about all the nonsense that you see out there. The quickest way to sell your home, to call me. Call me. Don't call any of those people. Call me. I look better.